What's up, y'all? I got something brand new for you today. I got a nice plugin review, something dope. Brand new plugin, hot off the press, and an old favorite with a new update. Follow me. Alright, we got the MPC software opened up. First thing I'm going to do is let you check out this new plugin from SubLab. Absolutely dope. A bass 808 synthesizer plugin where you can create and shape your own 808s to however you like it. Any kind of way you want it, and it's very easy to use. So let's open it up and check it out. Alright, so as you can see, I already got an instance opened up. I got an 808 that I made inside the SubLab synthesizer. I think it sounds pretty good. It's pretty hard hitting, pretty nasty, gritty, just the way I like it. Let's talk about some of the parameters. You have the synth, you have a sampler where you can import 808s, kick drums, any type of sound you want actually, and then use some or all of the sample to blend it in with your 808 or make it the full sound if you want. And then you have the X sub, which adds harmonics, highs, mid-range harmonics and lows to your 808 or your bass sample. Now let's go to the synth. Like I said, this thing is real easy to use. It takes no time to learn it, and actually playing around with it is pretty fun. You get to come up with a lot of different sounds just from almost on accident all the time. It's real easy. This is what I got right now. Pretty mean sounding 808, hard hitting, it's gritty, nasty, everything that you want in it right now. This is a great plug-in for a lot of you trap producers, people into that type of style of music. Perfect, hands down. You need this in your life. I got a link in the description also if you want to go check that out. And you might want to get it right now while it's still on sale. The price might change somewhere down the future, but for right now it is on sale. So you have a volume envelope where you can change the volume of the sound. And everything is ASDR, attack, sustain, decay, release. So I got mine all the way up. Then you have a filter. And then you have a pitch control where you can change the pitch. Down because I don't want the pitch to curve like that right now, but it could be very useful, especially if you're using it in legato or you're doing 808 slides and things of that nature. It comes in handy. Or if you want to do like a bass roll or an 808 roll, one button. You can set it to where you can do it one button. Very easy. Alright, you can see right here the actual wave. I'm using a sine wave right now. So right here you can see the wave. You can change that to a triangle, a square, and a saw. Nice, ain't it? Real nice. Then you got the filter. So this is the filter cutoff. About right there, And then right here is how much of it you want it to affect. So I had it at about 70% or so. Now this right here is how much of the sample you want the filter effect to affect. And all the stuff has matching colors. So whatever you're working in, when you look at the buttons or whatnot, the synth is green, sampler is an orange color, sub is purple. Same thing for down here at the bottom. In the mixer, the synth is green, sampler is orange, sub is purple. And that is all around the board. Everything matches up. So right here, like again, I just briefly walked over this. Actually, let's go back to the filter. You can change your filters to a different style of filter. High pass, low pass, band pass. Put it back to the low pass and set it about where I had it at. So, alright, now here's your mixer. If you wanted to blend a sample in, I do have a sample in here, but I'm not using it. That's kind of ugly, but like I said, I'm not using that. And then right here for the harmonics and subharmonics, have that all the way up. So right now everything is off, and actually you can hear it better if I turn off the distortion. So let me turn the distortion on. That's how it is without the distortion on it. So you can definitely hear a difference. It gives it a little more rumble in that low end when you turn the lows on, and you can hear it a little clearer with the mid-range subharmonics on. Adds a little bit of highs into the bass frequencies. Now, let's get on to this distortion. With this distortion, there's several different types of distortion that you can use. They all give it their a unique sound. I'm using a tube distortion right now. It's off. That's about where I wanted at right there. There's also an overdrive. A grunge. Back to the tube. And you can also adjust how much of that you want to be affected. This also kind of does the same thing. And then you can see how much of it is affected by this little distortion knob button thing right here. I'm using a little bit of compression, just a little bit, just to get it under control, and I raise the volume up. So like I said, I'm grabbing that ever so slightly. And like I said, this plugin is super easy to use. You can come up with any style of 808 you want. Whether you can also make kicks with it too. Whether you want just a hard-hitting, quick little punchy kick, or you want it to drag out. This is perfect for any type of bass, 808, kick drum, whatever it is you want to make. And it takes no time at all, which is one of the best things about this plugin. Like I said, I highly recommend this one. This is great. And if you don't want to mess around with trying to create your own, you can go up here, click on the drop box or the drop down, and they have a ton of presets. You can just pick one and roll with it if you want to. But for this, because it's so fast and so easy to make your own 808, why not just go ahead and create something that's your own and call it a day. So that's SubLab. Like I said, the link is in the description if you want to check it out. I highly recommend it. You need this plug-in your life. Now the next plugin we're going to is an old favorite of mine. I use it all the time, and that is Scalar. Scalar has a new update, a lot of new features that you can do on there. There's now R&B chord sets and a lot more. There's new sounds that you can use. I believe there's 6 new sounds. There's new arpeggio modes and a new strumming mode that I absolutely love. There's also some other things in it that you can do that's brand new, hot off the press. You know, if you don't have Scalar, I would suggest you get this too. Anybody that watched my last video knows that I tried to use Captain Chords and it was a complete failure, as far as I'm concerned anyway. But Scalar is much better, and I'm gonna show you why. I opened up a R&B chord set. Have it to scale lock, and for those of you that don't know, the scale lock locks the scale that you choose. I've chosen D, Dorian. The scale lock locks the scale that you've chosen to the white keys, and no matter what you press, you will not be able to play a wrong note from that scale. In this particular scale, it's all the white keys. It's the same scale as A minor. That being said, all the black keys are out of key. So if you press one of the black keys, if you look right here, it shows up in red and letting you know that you're playing the wrong note in that scale, and then it'll also play the correct note. And that goes for any scale that you choose, which is great for beginners or people who are not that skilled at playing piano like myself. Like I said, I'm very amateur when it comes to playing the piano or the keyboard. I will admit that. So what? As long as I play something that sounds good to my ear and it comes out right, I don't care. Now, you also know that you can lock the chords to a certain set of keys on the keyboard. And when you do that, what that will do is let you play each chord with just one note. Absolutely beautiful. Now, one thing I'll say, when I tried Captain Chords, it would not let me do that at all. I could click on the chords and get them to play with my mouse, but as far as trying to play the chords with one note or something like that with the keyboard, it would not do it. And I had to build the chord progression strictly with the mouse and clicking on the computer screen and dragging the notes out to how long I wanted them to play, and move them around to where I wanted them to play and all that. It took absolutely forever, and it was completely frustrating. I mean, I was ready to pull my hair out and throw it on the floor, literally. But like I said, this one note plays the chord. Now, Captain Chord has a function called rhythm recording. If you've seen any of the commercials, once you build your chord progression, after you spend hours building your chord progression, then you can press the space bar to make the chord play over and over again in a rhythm. But like I said, with this, if you wanted to do something like that, just do it with the key. Real easy. And Captain Chords would not let me record whatever I was playing on the keyboard and play it through Captain Chords like you would expect. Scalar does that with ease. For instance, here, overdub. Something real simple. Playback. Captain Chords would not do that. Something else that frustrated my brains out. Okay, now let's go to some of these new features in Scalar. Uh, the arpeggio. The arpeggio was there, but now there's new modes that it can play in. You click this menu, drop down, you can pick all of the different types of arpeggio modes that Scalar can play. You can also select the note length, the timing, everything. Like I said, up and down, double up, double down. There's a lot of options for you to choose from. So now that I have the arpeggio selected, see what it sounds like. One note plays the entire scale, however it is you have it set. So like I said, just that fast, it's easy to come up with inspiration using something like this. Now, the next new thing that I absolutely love is in the strumming mode. So we're gonna go to strumming. I'm gonna set it to the default is slow. And the new option is random. And what that does is whenever you play a key on the keyboard or play one of the chords, it'll play the notes in random order, and it'll play it at random speed to sound more like a real pianist is playing those chords. It humanizes it a little bit. Now, it's hard to notice it in slow. If you put it on slower, which is the slowest speed that you can set it to, you can notice it a little bit more. You get the point. Now, this is actually my favorite way to use it. I always set it to strumming because it gives it more of a natural, more realistic pianist type of sound, type of feel to it. Very easy, and like I said, you can record every bit of that straight into your DAW. You don't need any other plugin. You don't have to drag. I mean, you can drag and drop the chords into your DAW if you choose, but like I said, you can record it directly from here and it will play as you expected. Captain Chords does not, and I stress that until they fix that or change it. In my opinion, it's broke. Now, not only do you have the preset chords that's available to you, you also have optional other chords, and you can create your own chords within Scalar. So you also have those chords that you can use. Let me clear this out. And then if you wanted to create your own chords or something like that, it's very easy to do that also. You go up here to click where you can click detect and just play notes on the keyboard, and it'll automatically come up with the scale and the chord that it thinks that you want. Or you can go to create. Now create, what you'll do is click on the notes that you want to make a chord out of. Any notes you want. It can be any notes at random. 1, okay, C, E, G. That fast. Drag it down here and say that's a chord I want to keep. Okay, C, D, E. That quick. I want to keep that. Okay, B. Here we go down here. E. B-E-D. Bed. Like I said, you can come up with your own chords that fast. I said I'm not gonna keep those, but like I said, it's really easy to do this type of stuff. This, in my personal opinion, is the best scales and chords plugin that there is on the market right now. There's so much you can do with it, and it makes it so easy. And like I said, it's very easy to learn, very fast to pick up, and you can just open it up and get right to the music. So that's all I got today. Thank y'all for checking it out. Like I said, if y'all want to check out either of these plugins, if you don't have them, if you do have them, you know what I'm saying, make some hits with it. If you don't have it, go down in the description, click on the links, and go grab them. Thanks for watching this video. I'm out.